Hello, everyone, and good morning. Welcome to today's morning yoga flow. I hope you guys are having a beautiful morning so far. For me, it's here in the Netherlands. It's really beautiful weather, blue sky, and I actually woke up with lots of positive energy. So I hope you did too. And if not, I hope this yoga practice today is going to help you get into this beautiful morning flow, get the energy in your body going. We're going to be gentle to our bodies today, just in order for them to really wake up and, yeah, not pressure us too much. Just flow through this practice and flow into the day. So I'm really happy that you all are here. You're more than welcome to put on some music in the background. We provided a playlist in the live chat, so you're more than welcome to put that on. If you like having music, if you prefer not to, then that is totally fine as well. And I don't know if you read the description so far, but what we're the only thing we need for this practice is a big towel. You don't have to use one, but it's going to help us in one of our last pose today. So if you have a towel, just make sure to just like roll it up so it's nice and tight. And that is about all we need. Just put it nice to your mat. We're not going to use it until the very end. So if you don't have one yet, you can grab one now, and we will slowly begin just to take a couple of breaths, ground ourselves in this present moment, beautiful morning. The last people are maybe still coming in, they can just join us. So just sit down on your legs. You can sit in a cross-legged position or just like this, like I am. And slowly close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Inhale in and exhale fully. Inhale in, create a long spine. And exhale out. Now inhale, lift your arms. Gaze towards your fingers. You can keep your eyes closed if you want to. And exhale, hands in front of the heart. Feel your body in this present moment. Being grounded on this mat on this very morning. Being proud of yourself for making it on the mat today. And gently waking up your body for this beautiful spring day. All right, now we're gonna open our legs a little bit and slowly crawl towards the front, really extending our body. Gazing down towards the ground, taking a deep inhale in. And exhale, walk towards the right side with your hands. Really creating a length in the left upper body. Inhale in. And exhale, really into the stretch. Inhale in again. Exhale, feel the stretch and the space you're creating. Inhale again. And exhale, walk the hands towards the center again. Inhale here. And exhale, walk your hands towards the left side. Inhale here again, creating a lot of space in your right side body. And exhale. Inhale again. And exhale here. Inhale again. And exhale, walk towards the center. Now inhale, slowly walk your hands back towards your body. Along the spine. And finding your way to tabletop position. So on all fours. Our hands are grounded. Our feet are on the mat. We're creating a 90-degree angle with our upper body and our hips, as well as with our shins and our upper legs. All right, inhale here. Drop the belly. Lift the heart. Look towards the ceiling. And exhale, round your back. Inhale, gaze towards the ceiling. Drop the belly. And exhale, round your back. Inhale again. And exhale, round your back. Inhale again. And exhale, round your back, creating as much space in the back body as possible. Inhale, find back to neutral. And now really ground your palms. Tuck your toes and slowly lift up towards downward facing dog. We're going to take a couple of breaths here. And while you're doing this, you can walk your feet, just waking up the legs. Gaze towards your shins or your ankles. Creating space in your upper body by pushing yourself back with your hands in the ground. Inhale here. And exhale, release into the pose. Inhale here again, gaze forward. And exhale, slowly walk your feet towards the front of your mat. Inhale, have a straight back, parallel to the floor. And exhale, fold forward. Now inhale, slowly bend the knees and rise up to standing. Hands rise up towards the ceiling, fingers spread and pointing. And exhale, hands together in front of your heart. All right. Now we're going to inhale, arms up towards the ceiling. Interlace your fingers except of your index finger. Raise the arms up. Your shoulders are away from your ears. And inhale here, creating as much length as possible. And exhale, shift towards your right side, so creating a bow. Try to keep your hips squared. I'm going to do it like this so you can see. Hips squared and shoulders squared as well. Try not to twist them while you're bending towards your right side. You can gaze towards the left and try to keep your shoulders away from the ears. Really engaging your stomach and not falling into your back. Inhale here again. And exhale, come up towards the center. Now inhale again, creating as much space and length as possible. And exhale, the same thing towards your left side. Creating a nice bow. Your hips are square towards the front of your mat, as are your shoulders. Inhale here. Exhale, really feel the stretch in your right side body. Inhale again. And exhale towards the center. All right. Now inhale again, creating as much length as possible. And exhale, bending back. Try to bend from your upper body and not to collapse in your back body because that could hurt your back. And take a breath here. Engage your core muscles, your abs, to protect your lower back. Inhale here again. And exhale, come towards the center again. And release your arms. You can shake everything a little bit. Hopefully our bodies are slowly waking up. All right, we're gonna do a couple of vinyasas here. So just follow my lead. We're gonna move with our breath. Inhale, arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, bend forward. You can keep your knees bent a little bit in the beginning. Inhale, straight back. Your back is parallel towards the ground. And exhale, slowly step back with your right foot first, left foot follows. You're in high plank now. Now, drop the knees, untuck your toes, keep your elbows close to your upper body and slowly move down to the ground. Now inhale, push your upper body up a little bit. And exhale, tuck your toes, come onto all fours, and raise the knees into downward facing dog. Take a breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Now inhale, gaze forward, bend the knees, and step your right foot forward. The left foot follows. Inhale, straight back and straight legs. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend the knees and rise up to standing. And exhale, hands in front of the heart. Now, inhale again. Arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, straight back. And exhale, step the left foot back, right foot follows. You can drop your knees again or try to lower down in this plank position. Now chaturanga can go all the way down to the floor into cobra pose, or you can go an upward facing dog, lifting your upper thighs from the floor, engaging your stomach to protect the lower back. And exhale, down to downward facing dog. Inhale here. And exhale, feel into the pose. Now inhale, gaze forward, bend the knees. Step forward with your right leg, the left foot follows. Inhale, straight back, your gaze towards the floor. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up to standing. And exhale, hands in front of the heart. All right, one more time. Inhale, hands up towards the ceiling, fingers pointing. Exhale, fold. Inhale, straight back. And exhale, step back, lower down to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. The shoulders are away from the ears. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale here. Exhale, feel into the pose. Really press yourself back with your hands. Inhale, bend the knees, gaze forward. You can jump or step towards the front of your mat. Inhale, straight back. Exhale, fold again. And inhale, rise up to standing. Exhale, hands in front of the heart. All right, beautiful. I hope our bodies are a bit warmer now. Now, out of this pose, standing here, we're going to inhale and slowly drop our hips, getting into the chair pose. Raise our arms as an extension of our back. If that is too much for you, you can also keep your hands in front of your chest. Take your breath here. Inhale. Shift the weight towards your heels, so towards the back. And exhale, fold. Inhale, straight back. And exhale, step back, lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. All right, inhale, lift your right leg, bend the knees and open the hip. Let the foot move towards the left side body in the direction of the ground, just opening the hips a little bit. Keep your shoulders squared, towards the front of your mat. Take an inhale here and exhale. Move your foot, your knee towards the chest. Step the foot into the front of your mat. Inhale, crescent pose. You're on the balls of your back foot. So the left foot is on the balls. The heel is pointing towards the back. Your right foot, your right knee is in a 90-degree angle. And your hands are facing towards the ceiling. Powerful pose. Try to not fall into your back, your lower back, but really keep it straight. Now exhale, plant your hands, step back. If you want to, you can go through vinyasa, lower down, upward facing dog, downward facing dog, or just move back into downward facing dog. Take an inhale here and exhale. Now inhale, lift the left foot, bend the knee, let the hip drop towards the side. Keep your shoulders squared. Inhale here and exhale. Move the foot towards your chest and step forward. Inhale, crescent pose. Strong legs and strong back. Don't collapse into your lower back. Hold this. Inhale here. And exhale. Plant the hands. Step back. Either go through vinyasa or simply push yourself back into downward facing dog. Inhale here. And exhale. Inhale, gaze towards the front, bend your knees. Step or hop towards the front of your mat. Inhale, straight back. Exhale, fold. And now inhale, back into chair pose. Your arms are straight, shoulders away from the ears. And exhale, release into standing. All right, you can shake your legs a little bit. Hopefully they're a bit warmer now. We're going to do the same thing another time. So inhale, arms up, hips back into chair pose. Gazing up a little bit. Your knees are together. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, straight back. And exhale, step the left foot back, right one follows. Move through vinyasa, down to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath here. And exhale. Now inhale, lift the right leg. Exhale, step to the front of your mat. Inhale, lift the arms, crescent pose. Make sure you have a straight back, strong core. Inhale here. And exhale, plant the hands towards the ground. Step back. Simply go into downward facing dog or move through vinyasa. And we're going to meet back in downward facing dog. Inhale here. Exhale. Now inhale, lift the left foot. Exhale, step towards the front of your mat. Inhale, raise the arms, crescent pose. Feel your lower back being strong, as well as your core. Shoulders away from the ears. Inhale here. And exhale, plant the hands into the ground. Step back. Move through vinyasa. Or simply go to downward facing dog. And take a deep breath here. Exhale. Release. Now inhale, gaze forward, bend the knees. Step or hop towards the front of your mat. Inhale, straight back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, back into chair pose. Strong arms, opening the shoulders. The weight lifted towards your heels. And exhale into standing. Take a couple of breaths here in mountain pose. Tuck your tailbone in. Your core is strong. Your shoulders are rotated outward, so you're shining your heart forward. Close your eyes and really feel your body. Slowly waking up this morning. Feel your breath, your heart pounding, and feet really grounded into the floor. Inhale here. Shine the heart forward. All right, now go back into chair pose. Really extend the arms. Drop your hips back. Your weight is shifted towards your heels. Your big toes are touching. There is little space between your heels. Shine the heart forward. If that is too much for you, you can always take your hands in front of your chest. For some people, it might be too much to extend their arms. Totally fine. Inhale here. Exhale. Lower down a little bit. Now slowly shift the weight onto your right leg. And try to maybe lift the left foot. Staying where you are. Strong leg. Keep your breath. And if it's available to you, inhale here. And then exhale, step the foot back into crescent pose. If you cannot find that balance, that is totally fine. Just straight, come back to standing straight up, and simply step back from here. So we're all going to meet in crescent pose. Strong back, strong core, and strong arms. Inhale. Windmill the arms up towards warrior two. A couple of breaths here. Your heels are aligned in this pose. Your hips are facing towards the side of your mat and your arms are parallel to the ground. You're gazing towards your front fingers. Inhale there. And exhale. Take the right elbow onto your right knee and extend the arms over your left arm over your head, gazing towards the ceiling. Giving yourself a smile. If it's available to you, you can also take your right arm and extend it towards the ground, really opening up the arms. Inhale here. And exhale into the pose. Now inhale, windmill the arms up into warrior two. Find back into crescent pose. Hips square towards the front of your mat, arms extended. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, and simply go into into downward facing dog. Taking a deep breath here. And exhale. Now slowly walk your feet towards the front of your mat. And inhale, come up to standing. Exhale, hands in front of the heart. Shake your legs a little bit. All right, now, because we're touching again, inhale into chair pose. Arms are extended or in front of your chest, whatever is available for you. Gaze forward. Really feel strong in this pose. Feel your weight in the ground. And slowly shift the weight onto your left leg. If you can, take off the right leg from the floor If not, come back into standing and shift your right leg towards the back into crescent pose. Your foot again, your knee again, is in a 90-degree angle above your left ankle. Your hands are strong, facing the ceiling. Take a deep breath in. And exhale into warrior two. Your hips are aligned with the side of your mat. Your arms are parallel to the ground, and you're gazing towards your front fingers. Inhale here. And exhale, left elbow onto the left knee. And extend your right arm above your head, gazing towards the ceiling. Your shoulder is away from your ear. And take a deep breath in. Exhale here. Again, if it's available for you, you can extend your left arm towards the ground. And your right arm is facing up. Take another inhale here. And exhale. Now inhale, windmill the arms up into warrior two. Find back into crescent pose. Lift your heel, raise your arms. Inhale here. And exhale, plant the hands, step back. Move through vinyasa if it's available to you. Or simply go into downward facing dog. Inhale here. And exhale. Inhale, gaze forward, bend the knees, and step or hop. Foot in front of your mat. Inhale, straight back. Exhale, fold. Feel the space you've created in this practice already. And inhale towards standing. Exhale, hands in front of the heart. All right. Now, we're going to take our right foot and go back into crescent pose from here. Step it back. The heel is pulling back. Your upper back, your upper body is in a straight line, not collapsing into your lower back. Raise the arms. Inhale here. Strong, everything's engaged. And exhale, slowly lower the right knee and untuck the toes. Now in this pose, pull back the left hip and push the right hip forward a little bit, really feeling the stretch in your right hip flexors. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, deep into this pose, feeling the stretch. Inhale here. And exhale, extend the left leg, flex the foot, plant your fingertips in onto the ground, and with a straight back, shining the heart forward and gazing towards your shin. It's okay if you're a bit further up, that doesn't really matter, as long as you're feeling the stretch in your left leg. Inhale here, straight back. Exhale, really feel the stretch. Inhale again. Exhale, feel the stretch. Now inhale, really, again, shift forward, hands up towards the ceiling. And exhale, extend the left leg again. We're gonna move with our breath here. Inhale, shift forward again, hands up. And exhale, extend the left leg. Inhale again. And exhale, extend the left leg. Inhale again, extend the arms. Now, tuck your back toes and exhale, push yourself up into crescent pose again. Make sure your hips are square towards the front of your mat. Take an inhale here. And exhale, plant the hands, step back, move through vinyasa, or simply go into downward facing dog. Take an inhale here. And exhale. Feel the openness. Inhale, lift the right leg. Exhale, step it towards the front of your mat. Lift the legs, lift the arms, crescent pose. Your hips are squared. Inhale here. Exhale, drop the knee, the left knee. Untuck your toes and feel the stretch in your left hip flexors. Don't collapse into your back, but make sure to keep the strength in your abs as well. Inhale here. Exhale, straighten the right leg. Plant your fingertips into the ground. Pull the right hip back. Really feel the stretch in your back right leg. Inhale, straight back, parallel to the floor. And exhale, really feel the stretch. Inhale again. And exhale. Move towards the front again. Extend your arms, feeling that stretch in your left hip flexors. Inhale here. Exhale, extend the right leg. Inhale, lift towards the front again. Extend your arms and exhale. Plant the fingertips. Straighten the right leg. Inhale again. Towards the front. And exhale. Straighten the right leg. Inhale again. Now tuck your back toes. Lift your knee. Crescent pose. Inhale here. Make everything as long as possible. And exhale. Plant the hands. Step back. Downward facing dog or move through vinyasa. Take a couple of breaths here. Inhale again. Exhale. Now inhale, gaze forward. Bend your knees. Step or hop towards the front of your mat. Inhale, straight back. And exhale. Forward fold. Inhale, rise up to standing. And exhale. Hands in front of the heart. All right. Now again, inhale into chair pose. Exhale here. Now, if you want the easier version, you can just slowly drop your hips from here and come into a seated position. If you want a bit more of a challenge, which is totally up to you, and please don't pressure yourself, shift the weight towards the balls of your feet and lift the heels. Stay like this. Take a breath here. And exhale, slowly lower down. Put leg strength here. And come into a seated position as well. All right. Now here, we're gonna do a couple of hip stretches. So extend your legs towards the front. Have a straight back. Move your right leg a bit towards the outside. Take the left shin and place it parallel towards the front of your mat. So right in front of you, like a cross-legged position, but just more parallel. Now take the right leg and move the right ankle or your right foot onto your left knee. The stretch is you're supposed to feel the stretch in your right outer hip. Guys. Just like this. And drop your knee towards the left foot. Keep your feet flexed. That is really important for your knees. Now, if your knee is a bit further out, that is totally fine. It's okay. Just stretch in your own pace. You can push down, gently push down your knee a little bit, or you can take your arms and push your back into a straight position, shining the heart forward. But further try to push down the right knee. Really feeling the stretch in your hips. Releasing energies. Find a deep breath in this position. If it at any time hurts your knee, just get out of the pose. It is totally fine. Inhale here again. Exhale, release. Extend your legs and shake them a little bit. Feel the openness in your hips, the blood being able to circulate through your body. All right, now this time, we're going to take the left leg, put it towards the side a little bit, so we have room for our right shin to come and be placed parallel in front of us. So flex the right foot, take the left leg, and place the foot on your right knee. Keep it flexed as well. It's really important for the knees. And gently press the left knee down towards the ground, or just keep it where it is, however you feel comfortable. Don't pressure yourself into any pose. Just keep breathing here. You can close your eyes, take a deep breath in, straighten your back, and exhale, feel the stretch. The breath here is really important for opening up. That is one of the most important practices in yoga, is to find your breath. Give your body the signal of being able to work through this, to open up, and not to be agitated or cramped together. Inhale again here. Exhale, push the knee down. Feel the stretch. Inhale again. Exhale, feel the ground and the releasing of energies. A lot of people say that in our hips, we store the most pressure. And by opening them up, it gives us pressure, kind of a way to flow out. That's why a lot of sometimes when people stretch their hips, they feel agitated and feel this weird pressure inside of them, which I had before as well. Inhale here, straighten everything up. And exhale, release. Shake your legs, straighten them up. All right. Now we're going to come to our butt here. We're going to hug the knees in and take the feet off the ground. Straight back, shine the heart forward, and slowly extend the legs. You can either straighten them, or you can keep them parallel towards the ceiling and the ground. Take your arms and opening the palms up. Gaze a little bit up towards your front. Your heart is shining forward. Don't collapse into your back like this, but really shining the heart up. Now inhale here. Exhale here again. Inhale, slowly lower down a little bit. And exhale up. And lower down again. And exhale. Move up. Engage your core. Strong core, strong back. Shining the heart forward. Another time. Lower down. Just shortly above the ground. And pull yourself up again. Now, take your knees into your chest. Don't drop the feet on the floor. Squeeze everything together. And exhale, release onto the ground into our final pose, Shavasana. Now here, you can either stay like this if this already feels comfortable, or if you're willing to open up your chest a little bit to welcome all these beautiful spring energies. Place the towel that you rolled up into a little sausage between your shoulder blades on the ground and lay down on it so you have still room to let your head fall back, but really creating space between your collarbones, letting the shoulders fall to the side, and Release into Shavasana. Take a really deep breath into your chest here. Feel everything expanding. And exhale. Let the shoulders drop down, opening the chest. Another deep inhale here. Exhale. Let everything release. Release your facial muscles, your forehead, your chest, your arms, your hands and your fingers. Release the hips, your glutes, your thighs, and let the feet just fall to the side. Feeling your heart pounding, finding back its rhythm. And feel yourself surrendering to this beautiful spring energy that is around us all. Slowly start to wiggle your fingertips and your feet, your toes. Take your head from side to side, giving your body the signal to move again. Inhale, extend the arms over your head as if you're waking up from a very deep sleep. Pull everything as long as possible. And exhale, release. Move your arms, into your feet and move them close to your butt. And if you want and feel ready to, shift your weight onto your right side body. Push yourself up. Position. Keep your eyes closed. Go here. Inhale all the beautiful energies of this day. Exhale. Let go of any worries. Inhale, extend your arms towards the ceiling. Exhale. Hands in front of the heart. Thank yourself for this beautiful practice today. Give yourself a smile or give yourself a hug for hanging through this, waking up your body gently on this beautiful day and this beautiful also coming week. Thank yourself for dedicating time to yourself, not just your physical, but also your mental well-being. Thank you all very much for this beautiful practice. I hope you were able to enjoy it and are having a good start into the day. Thank you.